Research essay on durability of smartphones. My first scholarly source is from Durability of Smartphones, a technical analyst of reliability and repairability from the Journal of Cleaner Production by Cordell Moreau. Key points. The replacement cycle is shorter than 2 years. Replacing phones often cause environmental harm. Repairs affect durability. Key quotes. Smartphones are often replaced prematurely because of socioeconomic and technical reasons. Increasing the reliability of smartphones can reduce the occurrence of early replacements. How this can help with research is that the paper talks about how manufacturers should prioritize durability in smartphones or get new phones through trade-offs. For the second scholarly source is from Lion Battery Reliability, a case study of the Apple iPhone. Key points. Since September of 2012, there have been complaints of abnormality, battery drain, and random shutdowns. iPhone will shut down if it's too hot or cold. All rechargeable batteries will become less effective as they age. Key quotes. Examples range from iPhones that could not hold a charge for more than a few hours to iPhones that shut down even when the battery levels was reported to be between 30 and 40%. Apple set a battery replacement program for the iPhone 5 in August of 2014. Nearly 2 years after the iPhone 5 was introduced to the market and just weeks before releasing the new generation of Apple iPhone. How it can help with research. The paper talks about how the issue regarding the iPhone 6s and the acknowledgement that the batteries do in fact slow down. For my third scholarly source is the basis of estimating smartphone lifespan, identifying factors that affect in-use lifespan. Key points. Phones made in 2020s don't last as long as the phones made in 2010s. Investors are trying to figure out why phones need to be replaced so often. Different software will affect your phone's lifespan. Key quotes. An average lifespan is calculated as the average time a smartphone is used before being replaced. A planned lifespan in the context of planned obsolescence can be understood as the initially predetermined lifespan resulting from design choices and business strategies of manufacturers. A median lifespan refers to the duration or point in time where half of the observed items have lifespan less than or equal to the value. Overall, how this can help with research is the article describes how there are different types of lifespans of phones and how the manufacturers can control them. For my fourth scholarly source is from the large-scale empirical study of mobile performance, energy, runtime, and memory. Key point. The way software is built is an influence of energy consumption. Trade-offs among performances indicators. Example, energy uses and runtime. Manufacturers should focus on performance hotspots. Key quotes. According to Android, there are 24,000 different types of devices that nearly 1,300 different brands running Android, and this number continues to grow. How it can be used in research. How changes in code can affect energy consumption, execution time, and memory usage. Okay, overcoming premature smartphone. For my fifth scholarly thing is overcoming premature smartphone obsolescence amongst young adults. Key points. The short lifespans on phones increase sustainability issues in manufacturing. Most people only use smartphones for 2 years, meant to last 5. Electronic produce too much waste. Key quotes. Smartphones represents a rapidly growing e-waste stream with a premature obsolescence of major contributor. Rising in smartphones adoption has an exacerbated sustainability issues associated with short life cycles and premature obsolescence. Frequent upgrading carries significant climate impacts, with 70 to 80% of emissions occurring during resource intensive manufacturing. How this helps with research is the amount of waste produced when people get new phones. Another scholarly source is planned obsolescence of smartphone replacement, empirical evidence on the Italian market. Key points. Pro repair consumers are less likely to replace devices because of material wear. Economic benefits are often by environmental costs. Key quotes. Whereas for new devices, user behaviors, brand perceptions, and repair attitudes play a more influential role, highlighting a growing consumer awareness around sustainability and functionality. Manufacturers deliberately design products that will hold a shorter lifespan to drive repeated purchases. How it will be used in research. How manufacturers are purposely designing low quality product to keep consumers buy their project. Summary. All 6 sources are all in agreement that phones are perceived to be replaced too often, with most people buying replacement smartphones every 2 years at the very least if the device could last much longer. This explains the variety of studies indicating that how smartphones are produced and sold, such as business models or technical purposes. The technical reports show that the primary reasons why smartphones start to run slow are battery degradation, software bloat, and hardware limitations. This causes more electrical waste and higher carbon emissions because of the high replacement rate. Finally, a good chunk of this waste is the consumer behaviors and the influence on the decision to replace a smartphone. Identifying the gap. No information is given on possibilities of how consumer knowledge or awareness campaigns could change replacement behavior, as the studies mainly are about technical, economic, and environmental drives for outdated smartphones. The limited research deals with the increased knowledge of sustainability and how it influences on the prolongation of the phone's lifespan. So overall, the research question, are smartphones slowing down old phones when released?